there, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today it is the day where I'm going to make our project using the craft box. I have the video already done and up with the opening of the craft box and showing you in detail all the contents. If you want to see that, if you've missed it, then click on the link below this video. It will take you to the corresponding blog post with this video, and I will link that other video, opening craft box video, in there for you so it's nice and easy to find. Okay, so let's get on with today's project. So I've got here a card that is 6 inches by 6 inches square. This is a pre-scored card base, and I'm going to have it top folding. That's just my personal preference. I always tend to do that with square cards. We're going to start off by using the tissue that was included in our craft box. So I want to have it double layered just to get a bit more depth to the colour. So I'm going to keep it folded in half like this, and I want to take this corner and pretty much cover the whole of my card base, but I want it kind of rough at the edges, so we're going to rip her down. Okay, so that's that all done. It was a little bit fiddly actually because it had a grain and it tore really well easily that way, but when you went downwards it wasn't wanting to play ball at all, so I actually had to take my scissors and just kind of really rough cut it to make it look like it was really torn rather than it actually is torn, but you know, it's fine, it's going to look good. So let's take my card and I'm just going to put some adhesive down. I'm not going absolutely to the edge because I don't really want that to be stuck at the very edge, and then just taking my adhesive again and popping that down, as I say, mostly in the center because we don't want it stuck at the edges, we want it kind of rough and ready. So I'm just going to stick that over like so. So I think that looks really nice. Now I've pre-ripped some of the papers that were in the pack so that they were ready to go, because I'm sure you don't want to sit there watching me rip out paper. So I've got 2 pieces of the grey. I just thought this would lighten it up a bit and make it a little bit a lift to it and a bit of contrast. So I want this one on the underneath, hence why there's no edge ripped there.
Time flies, now you're on the East Coast, missing my best friend more than anybody knows. See your face, maybe at the holidays, thinking back, things were pretty great. Missed your call again, it's a 2-hour difference, wanna make this right tonight. Okay, so now what I want to do is add just a little bit of embossing powder, just to add a bit of texture. So I'm just going to use on that, I've got this lovely embossing powder from Cosmic Shimmer that has these really lovely chunks of sort of big metally bits in there, and it is called your Vintage Golden White, and I actually have these on my store, so if you like it, that is where you can get hold of it. Okay, so we don't need to put anything down to hold it, you can just sprinkle it on where you want it to be. So I just want a little bit up here. Okay, so then we'll just move that lightly and then just put your heat gun on. You just need to hold it up in the air because on this obviously I can't go underneath, so I'm just holding it up high so it doesn't blow it away till it starts to melt a little bit, and then you can gradually get a bit closer. Gorgeous. So then we'll do a little bit more in just a little bit up here. Okay, so that's all done. Just a little bit on the bottom as well as the top there, and I think that looks really nice. It really looks nice on the tissue, I think. Really emphasises that. Okay, so one of the things I want to use, at least I'm 90% sure I want to use it, is this little frame, and I think it's really cute, but I want to colour it up, so I'm just going to paint it with this blush pink. Now you could put a coat of gesso on first if you wanted to, but I'm not sure it really needs it on such a little item as this. I think we can probably get away with it, but because I particularly as well, I want it kind of rustic. I don't want it kind of really like perfect. Missed your car. again. It's a 2-hour difference.
So I just took a bit of the darker pink and I've added that to the top here just to add a bit of interest. Okay, so the frame is drying. I will decide whether I'm going to use that in a minute, but first of all we're going to start putting the bits and pieces on that we've got that are definites onto our card here. So I'm starting off with the lovely bit of lace, and for this I'm just going to use my Cosmic Shimmer here. And we'll see if this is in the right place, but hopefully it is. So what I'm trying to do is just sort of snuggle around the clock there. Okay. So I think that looks really pretty. I think that's just now you can't see that edge of that clock at all where it was a bit straight, which is why I didn't worry about it, because I knew that that was coming. Okay, so now we want to start sticking the actual elements that I've put aside, all the embellishments, etc. Just putting in the elements where I want them. So I just want to make sure that when I stick things down that everything is in the right place. And I've got here some of the little baby clocks, and I'm using those as centres to my flowers here. And I also put together the pin. It came with the little top part, and I just added some of the beads that were in the tin, and then I used some of the glossy accents and I just tipped it down and it kind of seeped inside the hole here, and then I kept it up that way so that the beads stayed in the right position, and now it's completely stuck. So you've got a lovely little pin. And I found this paper flower. This was in my stash. Some of these little paper flowers are in my stash, and this had a clock on it, and I thought that was just perfect for here. So this is really, I find, the best way to do this, because you position everything and you know pretty much where everything's going to be, and then when you start to put the adhesive on, you know it's where you want it within reason, because obviously things move a little bit more when they're not stuck down. Now this was the piece that was on a stand. It had a wood stand. It had this coming off with the clock on one side, and the other side had the little bird house, and I just pulled this off because I only wanted this element, and I haven't painted this one. I've left this one au natural. And then I'm putting my little frame, and inside the frame I've got the little cameo. Now it's not the right fit, but it's the right shape, so it sits in there like with sort of just highlighting that cameo. So I'm using one of the beads from the tin to go in the centre of my clock flower there, because I think that's going to look really cool. And now I've taken some of the hands, the metal hands, and I'm going to put that in the centre of my clock there, because I think that looks kind of cool. And then I've got the little flowers, and they're just going to stick underneath here, just going up the side here. So that is pretty much everything. It's in position. So now all I need to do is start sticking it all down. So we need to think about what needs to lay down first.
17, met you in the parking lot. After class, said you liked my polka dots. Pick me up every day after that. We were attached at the hip or something like that. Time flies, now you're on the East Coast. Missing my best friend more than anybody knows. See your face, maybe at the holidays. Thinking back, things were pretty great. Missed your call again. It's a 2-hour difference. Wanna make this right tonight. Take me back. Can you take me back? Baby, all the way to the easy days. Take me back. Can you take me back? I don't wanna fight. I don't care who's right. Can you take me back? Home again, everything looks the same. Past the place where we had our first date. Miss the days of young love till they fade. Wishing things never had to change. Missed your call again. It's a to our difference. Wanna make this right tonight. Take me back. Can you take me back, baby, all the way to the easy days? Take me back. Can you take me back? I don't wanna fight. I don't care who's right. Can you take me back? Maybe we could run away. Maybe we could find a place. It doesn't have to be this way. Oh baby, maybe we could run away. Maybe we could find a place. It doesn't have to be this way. Oh baby, take me back. Can you take me back, baby, all the way? Take me back. Can you take me back, baby, all the way to the easy days? Can you take me back? Can you take me back? I don't wanna fight. I don't care who's right. Can you take me back? Sometimes you have to grow up, even if it's just for a day at a time, or a Saturday ride. Sometimes trees get taller. We watch and admire as little boys turn into men behind our backs, moving too fast. The world spins. And maybe goodbyes are hard. Well, at least we know what they are, and we were warned before. Well, maybe warnings don't work, and maybe I had to see for myself. Oh, but what's stopping me from being so naive? A broken heart once loved wholeheartedly. Sometimes you have to grow up, even if it's just for a day at a time, or a Saturday ride. Sometimes trees get taller. We watch and admire as little boys turn into men.
So that's the outside. I do want to just add a little bit of the tissue under that white corner, like a little, just a scrap. So that's that. So now we want to just put something on the inside, because otherwise it's going to look pretty dull. Piece. So that's on the centre there, and this is on the inside. And any pieces that show through at the from the front, it doesn't matter anyway, because we've got the tissue already there. And that is our finished craft box card. A final touch before we finish, I thought it would be nice just to line the inside envelope here with some of this beautiful tissue. So I'm just going to match it up, and then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut it fairly nicely, but we don't want to have that cut wrong. So that's that side, and then cutting straight up on the opposite side. Now you could draw this out if you wanted to be sure, because what you want is it to be the same. So you could fold it in half and make sure the point comes in the right place. So let's cut that like so. That's a bit better. There we go. And then you could round that corner if you wanted at the top, but all you need to do is just then slide this into your envelope. You're not sticking it anywhere but at the top here, and then you're just gonna make sure it's in position, and then just fold your envelope over so you get the crease, and then when it's folded and it's stayed folded that way, you want to just get your adhesive and then put a small amount like so, and then just spread that out to make sure that you don't get lumpy bits in your tissue. Then fold it back down, making sure that it adheres to your envelope flap, and then you have a beautiful liner now, and that just makes it a really nice complement to our card here, and I think it just adds a really nice finishing touch. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed making our card today. I think it's turned out so lovely. I'm really pleased with it, and I think it looks beautiful. And if you want to see more pictures, I always take lots and lots of pictures, so again, click on that link below this video. It will take you to the blog post that goes with this video that's on my website, and there will be tons of photos, and there'll also be information about the products used, links to Craftbox, etc, etc. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.